Good morning. This is Betty, Fancy Grandma. I'm going to make you another video. This is going to be something different than what I usually make. When I had kids at home, I had to make things, create things that they would eat and liked, and they got tired of the same thing, so I'd have to make different things. But this is a type of meatloaf I'd make sometimes. I'm just going to make a small one. I've got about 5 pounds of meat here, and I'm going to use just about that much of this. But you can, if you want a lot, make a big one, but I'm just making a small one. Okay, I'm going to put that meat in my pan here, my hamburger. And I've got my skillet I'm going to turn on over here. I'm going to put a little oil in it. Okay, you know I like everything in my food cooked. I don't like raw onions, so I've got onions here. I'm going to put them in this skillet. I've got part of the bell pepper here, about a half of one. You can put in more or less, whatever you like. If you like more onions, but you don't like it cooked, don't cook it. But I like mine cooked, so I'm cooking mine. So anyway, I'm going to put it in this skillet and let it start cooking over here. And I've got half of a carrot. I'm going to shred it in there. You can put even potatoes in this if you like shredded potato, but I'm just going to use a carrot today. But potatoes make it very good too. So anyway, you can put as much as little as you like in there. That's probably all I need. Stir that up and get it cooking. Put some salt in it. I think I'll use a little bit of this. I'm going to use this. Remember, don't ever salt things too much because you can't take it out. You can put it in, but you can't take it out. You can put any kind of spice in here you like. I'm going to put a little bit of paprika in it, I think. If you like garlic, any other spice you want, just put it in here. But we're going to let that kind of saute until it gets soft because I like my vegetables cooked. Then I put my hamburger in this pan. I put some salt in it. Put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Like I said, you can put anything in here you like. I'm just putting what I like in it. When you cook the way you want, not the way other people like it. Cook it the way you want it. I put some pepper in it. I'm going to break an egg in there. Put any kind of spices you like, remember. You don't have to do it for me, you do it yourself. I'm just giving you the basics. Get that all blended up in there. And your hand works better than anything else. Just use your hand in this mess. And I've got some breadcrumbs here. I use low carb bread, so I blended up some of the crumbs a while ago. I'll put them in here. Just mix her up there. Keep these stirred so they won't burn. I just want to make sure they're good and done because I don't like mine uncooked. I'm going to wash my hand off. Get this hamburger out of the way. You can put a little bit of tomato sauce, or I've got some barbecue sauce I made. I'm going to put just a double in there. Not much. But just kind of like a flavoring. very good when you get through with it. Let's put it out here on my parchment paper. Just gonna mash it flat. This is really easy to make. It looks complicated, but it's not. Just smash her out there. As thin as you want it. Okay, I think my vegetables are cooked almost enough. Like I said, you can shred potatoes and put in here. You can use anything you want. I just put onions and carrots in mine today, and then some pepper. About red bell pepper. That's all I'm going to put in mine today. Just scrape it on there. Whoops. Spread it out because it's kind of hot. If you don't like it cooked this much, just don't cook your onion and pepper. Just put it in like raw. But I always cook mine a little bit because I like mine cooked. Okay, now I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to shred some cheese on that. I've got mozzarella cheese right here. But we're going to shred some cheese on top of that. Put as much as you want. A little more. Okay, and what we're going to do now, spread that out on there. You can put any kind of cheese you've got. I've got mozzarella, so I'm using mozzarella. And I'm going to try to get this to start rolling up on here. We're just going to roll it up. Because I want this in a roll when I get through. I'm going to try to seal the ends just a tiny bit so that stuff won't run out of it. Looks like it's coming out. So we're going to try to roll them ends a little bit. Seal it in there. Okay, there's my big roll. And you know what? I don't want it to sit on the bottom of my pan. So this is just a thing I had out of the bottom of my pressure cooker, I thought. But I'm going to put it on top of that thing. Now we got to get her in here and get her rolled in. Okay, we're going to stick it in the oven at 400 degrees, probably around 30 minutes, maybe a little longer, just however long you want it to cook. I'm going to put it in my oven, and I'm going to set my timer for 400 degrees. About 30, probably around 35 degrees, since it's pretty big. Anyway, this is one I've already made. I just got it out of the oven. Let me show you what it looked like, since I washed my hands a little bit again. Anyway, you can see kind of what it looks like, but the reason I didn't want to set it down, see, I put one of these under here too. I just didn't want to sit in its grease and kind of cook, so what I did, I just put it in on something under it. If you don't have anything put under it, don't do it. That's fine. But right there is kind of what it's going to look like. Oh, there. See right there? And if it's, you can taste it if it's not salty enough. Salt a little more. Get me a fork. See how good that looks inside? That is so delicious. Try it. Like I say, you can put any kind of spices. I'm a real bland person because Mom never cooked with spices, so I didn't ever cook with spices. But if you like spices, garlic, any kind of spice spice you like, put in it. Anyway, this is very good, very easy. It's a change. It's something for a change. But see what that looks like? It's very good. You have a blessed day, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bye.